Hey guys, thanks for coming back to Interface Gaming for the Fallout New Vegas Part 2. We've just arrived in Primm, so let's watch.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits. Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings. We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Now this one is going to have a lot of talking in it, but that's purely because this mission is a setup mission for you guys. I'm going to go to the Bison Steve and save the deputy, which means I'm going to let you guys decide this time who gets to be the Primm Sheriff. Do I recruit the Primm from NCRCF? Do I go and get the NCR to do it, or do I just program
I'm Sergeant
Slim
McGee,
Primm
the
to
new
do it?
California Republic Army.
There is a lot of cutting again in this one, like I said, but that's to save time.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the new California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business? We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing. The mission isn't a problem. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit, things are just going slow. Most people just call it NCRCF, that's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup, killed the guards that weren't able to escape, and I've been ransacking the area since then. Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers. Mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got organized faster than I would have thought, most of them at least. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support. I have some... Sir?
If you guys want me to cut down the talking time,
I don't know what it was
I'll
brought
just
you to
skip the
Primm, youngster,
conversations.
but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell. Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now. But I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost. Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery. Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps. That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in. Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, but Courier 6 carried the package. Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip. Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them. and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going. Don't go getting yourself shot.
Now you see what I mean? The talking just takes too long, so if you guys want me to cut it down, skip what they're saying, I will. I'll keep that in for your benefit so you know what I'm saying though, if you know what I mean. Now, what I always do while playing is I always collect pre-war money. It weighs nothing, and you find the right person to sell it to, you're going to make thousands easily. There's thousands of money just scattered around the wasteland.
You like that?
As you've probably noticed by now as well, the audio was a lot better than the last one, and the quality of video as well itself is a lot better, I think. It seemed grainy to me the last time. At the end of this one, you guys get to decide, which I already said, but I'm going to show you how to get EDE before you get Boone. It's earlier than you should do, as Boone is supposed to be the first companion you get, but I'll show you guys how to get EDE as the first companion. Like with the money, with pre-war money, you should check every bin that you find. You get ammo, you get caps, you get pre-war money. You find almost everything in a bin, so you should always have a look if it's not empty. These safes that I can't open, I will come back to show you what's inside of them, once my lockpick is high enough. Now I'm not going to say anything bad about this guy, because it's nice of him to just sit there and let me shoot him in the face. Now Bethesda, they're pretty good at the glitches in their games, but I don't understand why that guy just sat there. And as you'll see in a second, this part didn't exactly go to plan. I expected my shotgun to have a little more effect.
Come on. You like that?
Now you guys didn't see it, but before I entered the Bison Steve, I hotkeyed my stim packs. It saves time to just put it to one of the analog buttons. I do that with weapons later on, but that's only with my power fist or ballistic fist and my Gobi sniper rifle. I'll show you guys where to get good mods as well for your weapons.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
Why, yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free. Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from
Now, the way I've
captivity.
done this, it's just easier to do it this way. Don't want to risk
that's just
Deputy
marvelous.
Beagle.
I think I'll be
Getting
making my way
killed.
outside now.
That way it just, you know, better to just send him away than have him in your way.
Then I'll defer to your superior appraisal of character and prowess in contests of arms and see you outside.
But always look around, you never know what you'll miss. As I go upstairs, there is a wardrobe that I usually look in, but this time, to save time, I didn't bother looking for the key. You usually get a 9mm submachine gun, which, once you have a bit more ammo, and you can use it, you know, less sparingly, it's a brilliant weapon to have. But later on, if you guys didn't know how to do it, I'll show you how to get the Vicky and Vance's submachine gun. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for a hotel in a Fallout game, the best one has to be Riley's Rangers, where you have to go collect the Rangers in Fallout 3, so if you want to see any of that, just comment and I'll do it. It's always good to be cautious around the corners because you never know how many are going to pop out and start shooting or hacking at you.
Heading up.
Maybe I'm just jumpy.
Another thing you guys didn't see, I talked to Victor, the robot, in Goodsprings at his shack, but to save time I just completely cut that from the video. But a little hint that I do as well as collecting the money, the pre-war money, check every mailbox that you see. You'll get magazines and you'll sometimes find money in there as well. I don't waste my time picking up the water because it weighs. It doesn't really give you that much health boost compared to your stim packs, so I rarely use the food, but if you see me doing it in this, it's purely just to try and get the trophy. 10,000 HP repaired from food and drink. The reason I went for comprehension, that is pivotal for repairing EDE early, as unless you just put all your attributes up to level 4 onto repair science, you have no chance. Just thought for those of you who didn't pick it up, I'll pick it up and show you what the letter says. Now I'm not pretty sure, we don't know who that's about, but it sounds like a fun plan. The lock system in Fallout New Vegas is a lot simpler than Fallout 3, so unless you're on a very hard lock, you should never really lose a bobby pin, unlike I did in the last video. But everyone makes mistakes. The reason I've not gone outside that door to Primm roller coaster yet is purely just to check the upstairs. Now for those that want me to go to the NCRCF to get the old sheriff to run Primm, you should know I have killed a few extra powder gangers on the way to Primm, so if I go to the NCRCF you're going to get to see a massive fight, me possibly with Ad, maybe with Boone, I might go collect Boone, and we'll wipe out every single powder ganger, even the boss. If you want, you guys can even choose what weapon I use. But bear in mind, it's the start of the game, so I don't have that many at the minute. That hat I'm wearing is actually found due to the Wacky Wasteland. I didn't show you people on the video, but that's the one that the little Indiana Jones skeleton is wearing. Now the only reason I went all the way up the top of this roller coaster, there is usually a guy up here that I like to shoot and throw off the edge, but he wasn't there this time. So I thought I'd give you guys a nice little view of New Vegas. This is just, the way I do this is just a way to save time going through the whole hotel again. And I'll show you guys a little stash that they obviously had away here. So if you want to pick them up, sell them to the cans later on, you always know where to find some.
Howdy.
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we? Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage? Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novak to meet a contact there. Hello again. I don't suppose you've decided to help Primm find its next sheriff? Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command. It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already. You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing, although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
So there you go, guys. I'll give you a week to decide what mission I do. Thanks for watching part 2, and I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed it.